Hello and welcome to Mexico News Network's Breaking News. Thank you for joining us. I am your host, Elisa Carballo, and we have excellent information for you. Remember, Mexico News Network is your #1 source for reliable information on business and investments in the Americas, stock markets and bonds, and also corporate information all on Mexico. So why not browse through our website on www.mexiconewsnetwork.com, our very own digital content platform. Now let's begin. The University of Arizona announced the signing of an agreement with the National Association of Polytechnic Universities of Mexico, with the sole objective of taking more Mexicans to study or research in Tucson. Mike Proctor, VP of Global Initiatives of the UA, said that with this agreement, they managed to advance their status as an institutional partner, fully reliable and supportive of higher education in Mexico. Now, this agreement is actually aimed to motivate students from rural areas of Mexico who are interested in high-tech disciplines to carry out their studies in the U.S. This agreement will expand to collaboration of the University of Arizona with higher education institutions in Mexico and in other countries too. Plus, it will also support with research stays for students and promote cooperation for the creation of development of research projects. The director of the OLAP also explained that access to high-level education in Mexico has historically been reserved for those individuals who come from a higher socioeconomic level. And with this opportunity, they actually mean for education to be more accessible for practically anyone who wants it and deserves it. When it comes to traveling, it's been said that aircrafts are one of the safest modes of transportation. And in a world with hundreds of airlines available, it's very important to know which are the most reliable and safe, of course. Now, this is a task done by only safety and product rating website, which is called airlineratings.com, which released its list for the top safest airlines for the year 2016. Airlineratings.com made two lists, one for the 20 safest airlines and another one for the 10 safest low-cost airlines. These two lists were the result of a rating system that actually evaluated a range of factors related to audits from aviation's governing bodies and lead associations, as well as government audits and the airline's fatality record, as stated in their website, and also the airline's operational history, operational excellence, and incident records. According to their evaluation, Volaris, Mexico's top low-cost airline, made it up to the list of the top 10 safest low-cost airlines. By this, it means that the airline, as well as the rest of the list, have all passed the stringent International Air Transport Association operational safety audits and have excellent safety records. Now, this is very important to know, as we all want to have the safest trips available and possible, of course. Established in the year 1956, Steren is a Mexican company specialized in providing their clients with solutions in electronics. Now, 24 years ago, they started out with a franchise system leading to an international network expansion. Today, they have over 360 stores in Mexico and an important presence in international markets like United States and Latin America. Now, this year, Electrónica Steren will be celebrating its 60th anniversary, a number of years worth of presence in the Mexican market, and all of this is definitely thanks to what and how they offer their products, resulting in a very notable success. The company is focused on electronic products with great quality at fair prices, and they are all about giving the client a solution to their electronic needs. Back in the year 1992, Steren began franchising. Now, this is what catapulted its expansion in Mexico, reaching over 360 stores throughout the nation. Only 3 years ago, it started its international operations, resulting in a growth in sales of an average 15%, opening of around 20 stores a year. Now, this franchise system has led the company to an international expansion, which is designed to replicate the strength and success that has characterized us in Mexico. For the future, the company is concentrated in growth and expansion in Mexico and throughout the rest of the world. Moving along to more information, the state of Quintana Roo kicked off for the third consecutive year as the largest recipient of foreign tourists in Mexico. The beaches and the several archaeological sites in the state generate a significant economic impact in the country. Due to increased visits in recent years, it demands greater infrastructure, of course. For the year 2016, the budget of the state of Quintana Roo will increase by 9% thanks to the successful results achieved in the previous year, 2015. The extra resources that the state will receive will be used to improve and build infrastructure to aid the strengthening of the entity. One of the projects that are planned for this year is the Bojorquez Bridge. It's a bridge that will connect Cancun's hotel zone to the urban area of the city. This is planned as such in order to ease the traffic and flow of cars between both points of the city. Now, according to data from the World Tourism Organization, Mexico closed the year 2015 with approximately 30 million foreign visitors, which generated an economic impact of over $17 billion. This year, the implementation of a regional plan to promote tourism between Cuba and Quintana Roo will also be a very strong part of the working agenda for the government, mainly because visitors between these two destinations are a potential market for all parties involved. The goal is to see the Caribbean as a single destination where international tourists can visit the Mexican and the Cuban beaches to generate a touristic zone that will definitely benefit both nations. Moving along to more information, and now for Mexico's economic indicators. Consumer prices in Mexico increased by 2.13% year-on-year in December of 2015, slowing from a 2.21% rise in the previous month and the lowest inflation rate on record. The Central Bank of Mexico said it expected the inflation to end the year around 2% before rising to the next bank's 3% target in this current year, 2016. The inflation rate has been below the central bank's target since May due to sluggish growth and lower telecom and housing-related prices, and despite a nearly 16% depreciation of the peso versus the US dollar. Now, the biggest annual rise was recorded for education at 4.29%, followed by restaurants and hotels at 4.21%, the health sector by 4.13%, furniture by 3.25%, alcohol and tobacco by 3.02%, clothing and footwear by 2.89%. Now, transport prices rose by 2.44%. Food actually grew by 2.12%, and housing as well as utilities costs actually went up by 1.23%. Now, on a monthly basis, consumer prices went up by 0.41%, which is lower than the 0.55% registered in November. The core index increased by 0.31% on the month and increased 2.41% on an annual basis, meaning that we can expect excellent rates for this coming year, 2016. Sadly, this was all for today. Thank you so much for staying with us. Remember, you are watching Breaking News by Mexico News Network. I'm your host, Elisa Carballo, and don't forget to log on to our website on www.mexiconewsnetwork.com for more positive, reliable, and useful information on Mexico's business, investments, and the rest of the Americas. We'll see you next time.